For 3 seasons, theirs was the league's marquee matchup. Highly anticipated and rarely disappointing. Pacers versus Heat was the NBA's best theater and its most intense rivalry. Forged in the fires of hotly contested and physically ferocious playoff battles, theirs were wars waged on an increasingly high-stakes stage with an ever-increasing interest among fans.
Here's James on the drive for the win. Here comes George, got the step and Spross, what a move, and counts on the foul.
While many of the participants who made this matchup a must-see event have now departed, enough of the principles remain to keep memories of the rivalry relevant.
The Indy, Miami, games, no matter what's going on, is always a tough one. So we're going to go in there, we're going to fight, 48 minutes. No matter if we've been up 20 in that arena, no matter if we've been down 20, it always come down to the end for the most part. And, you got to be able to try to pull it out.
Foes, less familiar, but no less fierce, meet again in Indy.
His magic. Dwayne Wade from downtown. Drive by Wade. What a finish by Wade. Come on. Oh my. Dwayne Wade reaches 20 points for the 3rd game in a row. Dragic right down the middle. Wade hammered it home. Wade got it home. Wade hooks it up and hits. Rubio picked his pocket. Dwayne Wade. Good if it goes. It did go. And it will count. Over the years, this has been one of the more difficult places for Miami to achieve victory. Tonight, the Heat are back in Indiana, hoping to carry over their momentum from a 12-point win at Minnesota last night as we welcome you inside Bankers Life Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis for the first of 4 meetings between the Heat and the Pacers, and we hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us. The Heat take the floor here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, and Miami Heat basketball on Fox Sports Sun is proudly presented by AT&T Ubers. As another weekend begins, we say good evening, the Heat Nation, and thank you as always for enjoying your Miami Heat basketball.
Let's take everyone through those final 5 minutes. Take a deep breath and show us what happened.
Yeah, Whiteside right now able to catch and finish from Wade after the penetration, by Wade. Love the moves here by George down the stretch. He was just so good, and the Heat weren't able to challenge him. Look at this down screen here. Winslow gets a double screen and just a completely uncontested shot for George, catching it in rhythm. And here we see the Heat coming right back. I love this executed play, an up screen. Bosh able to catch an open layup going all the way to the rim. Well done by the Heat. And this little catch and shoot opportunity for Winslow, getting into a comfort zone at 16 feet. Way to take what's offered to you, young fella. Wade here had a chance. Tough fadeaway jumper, though. You see how far away he ends from the basket, and they're able to corral in that rebound. George again misses, but this time Solomon Hill's there for the tip, and that was a critical play, putting the Pacers up 4. I thought this was an excellent call by Coach Spo to cut the lead to 2. The lob play to one of the best jumpers on the team, who has an undersized guy on him, Tyler Johnson with the land. Look at this play, though. High pick and roll action, misses the shot again.
Can't
though,
get the rebound, though.
Yeah, offensive rebound opportunity. You got to come up with those. And here's the final play of the game. Really not a great effort by Wade in terms of turning, getting squared, and taking the shot. Was trying to draw the foul, looked like the whole way. Bosh might have been open coming off. Winslow went early to Wade in that corner. What a difficult finish for Miami.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about that last shot in a second, but let's take a look at the final stats first, John, before we get to that. And as you can see, in a game that comes down to a final shot, usually the stats are going to be even, and they seem that way.
Particularly Chris Bosh did a good job looking for his offense, getting to the open area. Look at him here on the dive cut. McRoberts delivers one of his 5 assists to Bosh. and Bosch catching and shooting. He knows he's got to create some offense and look aggressively for his shot. He's one of the best mid-range jump shooters in the NBA. Here he does it off the dribble. He had a speed advantage a lot on the matchup that he had with the guy guarding him. So here we see him getting all the way to the corner, the full complement of his range out beyond the arc. He finishes with 21 points. He had 11 boards.
Another double-double. Yeah.
Super impressive, too offensive. Just a really nice, complete game for Chris. Had a block shot as well.
All right, the work from Hassan Whiteside, who we expected to do some damage tonight. And early in particular, Johnny had the blocks in that first half that you talked about.
Yeah, he really was a rim protector, and he also took up space in the paint, was aggressive. Look at the block here on Mahimi. Just seemed to always cover his teammates when they were beat coming off the perimeter dribble, and then cleaning up the mess we see here. He winds up finishing with 12 rebounds, had 8 points as well. Couldn't get that back to the basket game going as much as we saw in the last two games, but still very much a factor on the offensive end.
That's why this one's tough to take for the Heat, not just because you lose the way you did, but your bigs played well. You see the numbers there, 23 rebounds combined between Chris Bosh and Hassan Whiteside. When those two guys are in double-figure rebounds, you figure to win. It did not happen for the Heat tonight. So the All My Sons move of the game. There's some pretty passing here, John. You love to see this. Josh McRoberts to the rookie.
No look pass by McRoberts, finding Winslow at the backdoor cut. Again, using his ball handling as a 6'10 guy. Just great vision by McRoberts. One of his 5 assists here to the cutting rookie.
Pretty stuff there. And you know, when you look at these two, it's interesting that they made that play, because off the bench, they made a lot of plays. And Justice Winslow in particular, John. McRoberts had his 8 points, 5 assists. Justice Winslow played pretty much the fourth quarter in crunch time, in key moments. He had that inbound pass on the final play. All right, we come back with your team play of the game, presented by Cleveland Clinic, Florida. And boy, put on a clinic on an inbounds pass there, John.
Well executed play. Look at the backdoor screen and give it to the high flyer, Tyler Johnson. D. Wade puts the inbounds pass right on the money. You see he's got the edge over the Indiana defender right there, just perfectly executed.
From Indianapolis, Heat falling to Indiana 90-87. If you'd like to catch tonight's game again, tune in tonight at midnight. We'll replay all of tonight's action presented by your South Florida Honda dealers. This has been a presentation of Fox Sports Sun, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. For my partner, John Crotty, the one and only Jason Jackson, the great duo of Eric Reed and the coach, Tony Fiorentino. I'm Will Manso saying thanks for watching. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you back here on Sunday.